Good morning. How are you today? Whoops. I don't know. Oh, there we go. Sorry about that. Uh, so today, good morning. Welcome to the Portal Podcast. I'm Bob Colbert, your host for the Portal Podcast. Last week we did the Trevi Fountain, and today, sorry about the mess up. I had a little mess up on my video today. But today we'll do a quickie on the St. Peter's Basilica in Vatican City, Rome. So, like we always do, we'll go to the video first. I'm going to let you just watch the video. It's a couple of minutes long. So, just I'll see you on the other side. You can tell. Uh, all right, what I do here. Hold up. It's capturing all of my. All right. I don't know what I did. I somehow got my main video. So what I wanted to do was, Go to full face. Okay. Just going to have to do it this way. Sorry about that. I've got a problem with that. See if I can pull up some pictures at least. Well, I don't have that either. Dang it. I may have to redo the video, but we'll go ahead and read a little bit. So, the Papal Basilica of St. Peter in the Vatican, or simply St. Peter's Basilica, is a church of the Italian High Renaissance. It's located in Vatican City, an independent microstate enclave within the city of Rome. It was initially planned in the 15th century by Pope Nicholas V and then Pope Julius II to replace the aging old St. Peter's Basilica, which was built in the 4th century by Roman Emperor Constantine the Great. The construction of the present basilica began in 18 April 1506, and it was completed on November 18 in 1626. Wow, that's a long time. It's like 80 years. Wow. Designed principally by Donato Bramani, Michelangelo, and Carlo Maderno, with piazza and fittings by Gian Lorenzo Bernini. St. Peter's is one of the most renowned works of Italian Renaissance architecture, and is the largest church in the world, by the way, by interior measure. While it's neither the mother church of the Roman Catholic Church nor the cathedral of the Diocese of Rome, St. Peter is regarded as one of the holiest Catholic shrines. It's been described as holding a unique position in the Christian world as the greatest of all churches of Christendom. Coffee. Catholic tradition holds that the basilica is the burial site of St. Peter, chief among Jesus' apostles, and also the first bishop of Rome or pope. St. Peter's tomb is directly below the high altar of the basilica, and also known as the altar of the confession. For this reason, many popes and cardinals and bishops have been interred at St. Peter's since the early Christian period. St. Peter's is famous as a place of pilgrimage and for its liturgical functions, and the Pope resides at a number of the liturgies throughout the year, both within the Basilica or adjoining at St. Peter's Square. These liturgies draw audiences numbering from 15,000 to over 80,000 people at a time. St. Peter's has many historical associations with the early Christian church, the papacy, the Protestant Reformation, and the Catholic Counter-Reformation. And numerous artists, especially Michelangelo, as a work of architecture, it is regarded as the greatest building of its age. St. Peter is one of the 4 churches in the world that holds the rank of major papal basilica, all 4 of which are in Rome, and is also one of the 7 pilgrim churches of Rome. Contrary to a popular misconception, it is not a cathedral because it's not the seat of a bishop. The cathedra of the Pope as Bishop of Rome is at the Archbasilica of St. John the Lateran. St. Peter's is a church that's built in Renaissance style, located in Vatican City, west of the River Tiber, and near the Jacqueline Hill and Hadrian's Mausoleum. Its central dome dominates the skyline of Rome. The basilica is approached via St. Peter's Square, a forecourt in two sections, both surrounded by tall colonnades. The first space is oval, and the second trapezoidal. I'm going to show a picture of that, hopefully, in just a minute. The basilica is cruciform in shape with an elongated nave in the Latin cross form. The early designs were for a centrally planned structure, and this is still in evidence in the architecture. The central space is dominated both externally and internally by one of the largest domes in the world. The entrance is through an Netharthus, or entrance hall, which stretches across the building. One of the decorated bronze doors leading from the Netharthus is the Holy Door. They open only during the Jubilees. The interior dimensions are vast as compared to uh, other churches. One author wrote, only gradually does it dawn upon you as you watch people draw near to this or that, how strangely they appear to shrink in comparison to the size of the church. Of course, they're dwarfed by the scale of everything in the building. This, in turn, tends to overwhelm us. The nave, which leads to the central dome, is in three bays, and I'm going to show a picture of that, with piers supporting a barrel vault, the highest of any church. The nave is framed by wide aisles, which has a number of chapels off of them. There are also chapels surrounding the dome and moving around the basilica in clockwise direction. They are the baptistry, the chapel of the presentation of the Virgin, the large choir chapel, the altar of the Transfiguration, the Clementine Chapel with the altar of St. Gregory, the sacristy entrance, the altar of the Lee, the left transept with altars to the crucifixion of St. Peter and St. Joseph and St. Thomas, and the altar of the Sacred Heart, the chapel of the Madonna of Column, the altar of St. Peter and the paralytic, the apse with the chair of St. Peter, and the altar of St. Peter the Rising. Okay. And let me see if I can pull up my pictures this way, since I'm having to use this form right here. So I'm going to pull up the panorama first. So see if I can enlarge it. Well, not that quite big. Let me move it over. Let's see. So starting from, whoops, that's a nighttime shot of it. It's pretty, isn't it? Trying to make it bigger for you. But yeah, that's beautiful. This is the panorama shot right there. I was trying to start from the far left. I mean, you can see kind of how this is a circular or oval part here, and then there's kind of a rectangular portion, and then you walk to the basilica. So it's kind of inviting you into the space, and it's a very large space. Uh, so here's another picture of it. So this is what I was talking about. So it's kind of a circular space, and this is St. Peter's Square, even though it doesn't look square, it looks circular to me. So you kind of come in, and then there you just walk up to the basilica there, in there. So yeah, And this is the front of it right there. See how beautiful that is? Man, I mean, it is so beautiful right there. Wow. And they were talking about how this dome is like the skyline. I mean, it's very prominent in the city of Rome. So, uh, this is the interior dome right there. And you can see how beautiful that is. And these, I think, are the naves that they were talking about. They're kind of like halls. There's three of them, I believe, like here, here, and here. And you kind of go through from various points in the thing to the central dome area. And yeah, how gorgeous that is. Wow. See if I can zoom in. And very ornate. I mean, priceless. Mm-mm. Looking for some. Let's see. Here's a kind of some a map of let me zoom in on it. So this is what kind of like the outlines of Vatican City right there. See if I can zoom in on it so you can see it better. So that's kind of the Vatican City there. I'm assuming this Tiber River, Vatican City, country, denomination, Catholic, Latin Church, tradition, Roman Rite, and the status is it's a major papal uh, papal major basilica dedicated to Saint Peter, consecrated 18 November 1626. Let's see, show this map. So down right here, right there is the Colosseum, and if you remember, going uh, right across is the Roman Forum area. And then we went to the Pantheon. Remember that? That was beautiful. And then we jumped over to Trevi Fountain. And now we kind of crossed the river and went now in Vatican City. So I would say this is a 17-minute walk here from there. This is probably more of a little drive. So I definitely would drive over that way. All right. And see if I can zoom in, get it where you can see it. Whoops, can't see it. This is like a Sketchfab model again. You remember those? So I'll try to take you around a little tour of it. There we go. Let me back up a little bit. So when you're coming in, I assume that's the Tiber River. So you're coming in, and you just kind of go down this path and come into St. Peter's Square right there. Now, the reason, remember, the resolution of a sketch file model's not that great. So it's all made of polygons. So that's why it looks run down. So, but it's actually very ornate. So yeah, you come in there, the St. Peter's Square. That's what I was talking about, the polygons. Yeah, that's one thing I don't like about the sketch file. It's too coarse of a thing. I guess it's fine for like a Google map or something like that to show 3D spaces. But if I were looking for a detail, you know, I, I don't know. But you can see Rome City is just about as crowded as it was back in the day. I mean, same kind of architectural style. So if we go over there, there's the Olympic Stadium there. Yeah, I was trying to find the Coliseum. Let me type in there Coliseum. OSSEUM. Uh, somewhere. Uh, I mean, it's so crowded. It's hard to find stuff. Well, let me do Roman Forum. I invite you to just, this is on Bing. So here, okay, here's the Roman Forum. Now, if you remember, we went through this for a 20 episode segment and stuff, and then here's the Coliseum. So you can see right here, that's the Coliseum. So you can just tell it comes over a short little walk across the street there, and you're in the Roman Forum. So yeah, that's pretty cool stuff. They have concerts and little video presentations in there. It's surprising a lot of these buildings are still used today. Can you believe that? It's amazing. Let me see if I can. It's so sad that a lot of these buildings were just burnt down or torn down by various reasons. Earthquakes or things, but that's a shame. It's just amazing. Yeah. Okay. Steve Trevi. Now remember last week we did Trevi Fountain. Hope I can find it. Where is it? Trevi Fountain. Mm, I don't know. This is very difficult to know where things are here. Oh, there it is, right there. Right there. See if I can get, yeah. So, kind of right there. Now, we had a very nice view early last week. We showed those, and you can tell here's the fountain, there's the steps, and I had mentioned that if some restaurants or some little cafes there, just park me on a table right there. I'd be happy to watch that. Let me see if I can pull that up from last week. That one picture. That was beautiful. So beautiful. Here, let's see. Here's the fountain of it right there. Right there. That's the front of the fountain. And then let me go back. I don't think I have that. Let me go back to last week. Right here. This was beautiful. And this is what I was talking. This is what I was talking about. So I was saying, just this is the fountain in front, and you can see the beautiful. There's probably cafes there, and on the beautiful walkway, uh, the steps there, and you can see how crowded it is. I was saying, just put me a table there, and I'll park it, or I'll just sit right there and drink some coffee or bagel or something. Yeah, it's really beautiful. All right. Well, I think I'll call it a day on that. So join us on the tabletop. We're going to continue our discussion on the YouTube algorithm. If you're interested in creating a YouTube channel or want to understand the analytics and how the algorithm works, we're just catch us at 10 o'clock on the Tabletop Podcast at 10 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. So until then, we'll see you next week. I'll try to get the library view fixed. I somehow messed it up. I don't know how I did that, but I did. So anyway, we'll catch you later. Y'all take care, my friends. See you next week. Whoops, I need to do the end.
What you do, you to me, but I can't let it go.